Hi, everybody. Again, it's Wednesday, and I am back for one final lesson on area and perimeter. Today, we're just going to kind of create shapes and then calculate the area and perimeter. Tomorrow, you're going to be doing one 8-step quiz. Make sure that you take that in Canvas so that we can get that information. There's just one, and it will be linked on your schedule. Okay, today you're going to, for guided practice, you're going to take the squares that you see here. I can click on that square and it will outline it for me in blue. And I'm going to drag it over here to my grid. Okay, it says resize the colored squares to create any shape, then calculate the area and perimeter. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fit it by dragging these little blue dots, and I'm going to try to make it fit in my grid. You can kind of play with that. If I click the middle, then I can drag the whole thing. But if I click on one of these little side dots, then it's going to expand the whole square like that. Okay, so I'm just going to create a shape. This is kind of up to you today. You're going to create a shape by dragging your square once you've dragged it over from the side. Okay, it could be a rectangle, it could be a square. You can make it the way that you want it. I'm going to make mine a little bit larger today. There we go. Okay, so once I have that, then I'm going to come over here, and where it says type here, I can type in those boxes. I can backspace to get rid of the words type here. And I'm going to figure out the perimeter and the area. Let's start with perimeter. I think that's actually sometimes is a little easier because we're adding up the length of each side. Okay, so I'm going to use my unit squares here to help me figure that out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's 6 on the top. And that means there's 6 on the bottom. So I've got my whiteboard handy right here, and I'm going to kind of start writing them down. So 6 plus 6. Now, you can see there's my whiteboard. So then my sides, I count 1, 2, 3, which means there's 3 over here. So 6 plus 3 plus 3, and I need to add up the length of all of my sides. Well, I know 6 plus 6 is 12. And I know 3 plus 3 is 6. So 12 plus 6 equals, and once I do that math, I can start at 12 and I can count up, and that equals 18. So there's my perimeter. Okay, so I'm going to type in the box that my perimeter is 18. Is it units or square units? If you just said units, you were correct. Okay, it's the area that we measure and we label as square feet, square miles, or if we don't know, we just simply say square units. Okay, now I'm going to come up here into this area box, and we'll put a cursor there, and we're going to find the area. What is the inside of the shape? Now there I see unit squares, so I can count or I can multiply. I've got, again, 1, 2, 3, 6 along the top and 3 along the side. Okay, so once I find my 6, I can either add 6 plus 6 plus 6 because I have 3 rows of 6, or I can multiply 6 times 3 because I have 3 6s. Okay, so again, I know 6 plus 6 is 12, plus another 6 is 18. So 6 times 3 is 18. And if we look, oh my goodness, we just made a shape that has the same perimeter and area. They're the same, except for area, we're going to put it in as 18 square units. Whoops, I spelled square wrong. There. Okay, so that's the same. You're going to create your own shapes with your guided practice today and figure out the area and the perimeter. Don't forget to put the unit. Remember, we just put units for perimeter, but we want to put square units for the area. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with.